Hi, welcome to Infamous. Pedro Alonso Lopez, also known as the Monster of the Andes, was convicted of raping and killing 110 women, but that was only the beginning of his heinous crimes. Lopez is suspected of murdering over 300 women and girls as he traveled across South America from Peru to Ecuador to his native Colombia, sometimes killing 2 or 3 per week. Benilda Lopez de Castaneda was the mother of Alonso Lopez, and according to Lopez, witnessing acts of prostitution by his mother while growing up had disturbing effects on his psychiatric health. Lopez showed his predilections earlier in life and was kicked out of his home for molesting his sister when he was 8 years old. Pedro, who was reportedly the 7th child among 13 siblings, was polite as a boy and wanted to be a teacher according to his mother. Following this, the 8-year-old Pedro Lopez had fled to Bogotá, Colombia's capital city. Things did not improve on the streets. He claimed to have been abducted and raped by a man shortly afterwards. Pedro was adopted by a U.S. immigrant family at the age of 12 and enrolled in an orphanage school. According to one account, he fled after 2 years because he had been molested by a male teacher. According to other sources, he ran away with a teacher. Lopez claimed he was assaulted, raped, and molested by foster parents, teachers, and other inmates after being arrested. Once free of his pursuers, many of whom he killed, he turned his attention to the young and helpless. Lopez was almost killed by tribal leaders in Peru in 1978, but he was saved by a missionary and fled to Colombia, where his crime spree continued. When the bodies of 4 young girls were discovered, he was apprehended in Ecuador. He admitted to raping and killing 110 victims in Ecuador alone, the majority of whom were girls aged 7 to 12. He also admitted to killing 240 young girls in Peru and Colombia. He was imprisoned for the maximum of 16 years allowed by Ecuadorian law at the time, but he was released after 14 for good behavior. He was then deported to Colombia, where he was committed to a psychiatric hospital for 4 years before being found to be sane and released on $50 bail. Interpol issued a warrant for his arrest in 2002 for a new murder, and he is currently wanted by Colombian authorities. His whereabouts are currently unknown. Thank you for watching.